So diseases come in three states: a gas, a liquid, and a solid. Gas-based diseases are thought-based diseases. So when you spend time with somebody who's sad or angry or upset or anxious, you feel it. You're around them, and an anxious person can make you a bit nervous, or a depressed person can leave you in a bit of a funk for several days. A happy person lifts you up. It's like they smell of it. It's in their field. It's around them. They're radiating a gas, which is the emotion. So every emotional-based disease is a gas-based disease. So what happens is there's only so much that can be stored in our field. And then we end up, it compresses. So how does a gas become a liquid? It slows down and it cools down. So all of your thoughts about not feeling supported accumulate in one area, which is your spine. So thoughts about not feeling supported are to do with your back and back issues. So that becomes like a pain. And they can't really figure out pains in a lot of ways because there's no physicality to it. It's like a fluid. Sometimes it's 10 out of 10. Sometimes it's a 2 out of 10. Its physical location moves around, it ebbs and it flows. It's not there in the physical, which is why people have problems like fibromyalgia. The doctors don't exactly know what they are, and they didn't believe people for a very long time with it. But also you can have something like a cyst, which is a literal ball of fluid, but it's the molecules slowing down and cooling down, but they've condensed into a ball and a cyst, because your body doesn't want this toxicity, these emotions, this suffering and this pain just floating around your field. So it just sweeps it under the rug for you. So that's a liquid-based disease, either a pain or a cyst. And then when you go into something like a tumor, a benign tumor. So a benign tumor is non-cancerous, but it's the same thing. It's a solid, but it's all of those thoughts, all of that fluid compressed into a solid. And a benign tumor is capsulated, which means it has a shell around the outside of it. When it becomes malignant, it actually pops and it starts to seep out. And then that's when you have full-blown cancer rather than a benign, which is non-cancerous, and malignant is cancerous. And it started to spread because it actually pops and starts to flow out. And that's when it becomes a fluid again. It goes from a hard, the benign, into leaking, which is the fluid, because it's the compression of it. Then you actually have full-blown cancer. So it's from a gas to a liquid to a solid. So it's diseases compress thoughts. So we get fixated on thinking about some awful, horrible things, and it just